As you know, the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial is going on right now. And first thing I'm going to say is that Amber Heard is a psycho. A lot of people didn't believe me. They're like, oh, no, it sounds like it's both of them. No, it was definitely always her. I haven't really talked about this very much because there wasn't really a lot to prove here, but we've got a lot of stuff that's come out in this trial. And I think it's really important that you guys especially pay attention to this because this is the most dangerous thing that can happen in your life. The first thing to understand here, all right, is that there's this concept called boundaries. It's a very important concept in psychology. There's a really good book about boundaries. Actually, it's a religious book. Take it with a grain of salt, but it has some really good content. But let me just give you sort of the idea here and what happened with Johnny Depp and why he messed up. So guys, you have to have boundaries in life. The thing is, when dealing with women, really with anyone in your life, but especially with women that you're going to get in relationships with, you have to have standards and you have to have some boundaries saying what you will accept and what you will not accept. This doesn't mean that you tell people, I'm not going to tolerate this. It doesn't mean you make threats. This means that you have in your mind is do not allow someone to treat you in a way that you do not want to be treated. Period. You have to hold this as an absolute truth in your life. If you do not, you're going to get into these situations. And that's what happened with Johnny Depp. Again, a lot of people say, well, she did all this stuff. But let's walk it back. There was a period of time where Johnny was meeting Amber, and the very first time she did something that was disrespectful to him, not even abusive, disrespectful. At that moment, that's where he made a wrong choice because one of two things happened. Maybe he did say something. Maybe he said, hey, I don't like that. Don't talk to me that way. Maybe he did that. If he did do that, then she continued to do it. The next time she did, he didn't walk away. He didn't end the relationship. He didn't say, that's enough. I already told you I'm not going to do this dance. So that's one option. Or the second option is, and it's more likely, he didn't do anything. He did what most guys do, and maybe you're guilty of it. I've been guilty of it in the past. He just tolerated it. And the problem is, guys, if you make that choice and you continue to make that choice, it just gets worse because you get deeper and deeper into it. And now you've invested so much into it. And you get to a point where you are actually gaslighted, where you actually start to believe that maybe you're the abuser or that maybe you're the one responsible for this. Or you try to start fixing things. You say, maybe I could fix her. Or maybe, she just needs some love. She just needs to have someone who truly understands her. And that may be true, but the way that you show someone love is by showing them boundaries. Again, I hate to make the comparison, but it's kind of like a child. If you don't have boundaries for a child, if you don't have some kind of discipline, if you just let them do whatever they want to do because you love them, you don't love them. It's the same thing with any kind of relationship that you have, not just a man to woman relationship, but a friend. But more specifically in this case, when we're talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, I'm talking about this kind of relationship where what happened with Johnny is he let this slide. He kept on letting it slide. And again, you could say, well, he was trapped in this. I get it. He has kids. He's married. Whatever. It's no excuse. You still can walk. And if you don't, and then you're going to suffer from this. And so when I say he has no one to blame but himself, even though she's a perpetrator, even though she's psycho, she did all these crazy things, he chose to be in that relationship. No one put a gun to his head and made him be in that relationship. And that's the thing that you guys need to understand is no one's putting a gun to your head either. And you might say, oh, it's hard when you're married and you have kids and stuff. Yes, I agree. It can be done at that time, but also, how did it get to that point? And again, I'm not innocent from ever doing this in my life. Believe me, I can tell you stories. But the point is that if you let it get to that point, then you've had to tolerate this for a very long time. You didn't have boundaries because you're not going to just magically wake up one morning and be married and have kids. And that person is not magically going to change when you're married and have kids. They were already disrespecting you. They were already exhibiting abusive behavior and things like that. And you let it slide because what? You didn't want to make waves. You didn't want to lose this person. You felt like you could change them or fix them, or you didn't have enough respect for yourself. That's what it comes down to, guys. So I'm just trying to help you in your life because believe me, this is the thing that I could probably help you the most with. If you listen to one piece of advice from me, if you're like, John, I don't know about your financial stuff. I don't know about the other stuff you say or fitness or eating one meal a day, whatever kind of, but listen to this. You could disagree with all the other stuff that I tell you on this channel, but this will save you. It will save your life. It will save you money. It will save you relationships. It will save you being able to see your children or not, potentially. It will save you a lot of things if you listen to this advice. And so, guys, if you're dating a girl and you want to get in some kind of serious relationship with her, it doesn't matter. If she disrespects you, if she treats you in the wrong way, you need to set a boundary. You need to say, hey, I don't like that. You don't have to be an asshole. I'm not saying be an asshole. Just say, I don't like that. Explain why. Explain what it is. I don't like this. I don't like, it makes me feel this way, whatever. Give some kind of, this is the boundary. Don't do this. It's gentle. She does it again. One response is that she's like, I don't care. And in case you already got your answer, this is not a person you want to hang out with anymore. It's done. If she does care and she does it again, now you have to be a little bit more firm. Look, I told you I don't like this. Do not do this. Now, any reasonable person will respect that boundary if it's an actual boundary. And boundary is something that is in your right to ask or request. Not you see, when you ask something of someone that you're telling them to act a certain way or feel a certain way or to do a certain thing that is not your business, then you're actually violating their boundary. You're stepping into their world and saying, hey, no, I'm going to control you. So it's only about you. Like I can say, hey, don't talk to me like that. I don't like to be talked to like that. That's well within my rights. If I try to tell someone how they have to do something, that's not within my rights. I can only say how it affects me and what I don't like. So anyway, the point is that you have to set these boundaries very, very quickly. And if you allow yourself to continue on in a relationship, even if it's not a romantic relationship, but a friendship, business, whatever, with someone who's abusive, with someone who disrespects you and who violates your boundaries, then you're going to get, I don't want to say what you deserve, but you're going to reap the harvest of the seeds that you've sown because you've allowed this to happen. You train people how to treat you. This is very important that you understand, guys. How you teach people how to treat you is how they will treat you. I promise you this in life. I promise you this. So watch this video next if you want to learn more about setting boundaries. Because again, one of the most important lessons in life, setting boundaries the right way, no fight, just confidence. If you get this concept down, it will drastically change your life. Again, I don't say this lightly when I say this is some of the best advice I could possibly give you in your life on this channel is about boundary setting. It is very important. So watch this video next.